It is time for SEMA, where we're going to find a DeLorean with a Ferrari engine and Ferraris with no combustion engine at all. How about McLaren seats in a Range Rover and more Tesla Cybertrucks than you thought had even been built yet? Welcome to the Las Vegas Convention Center, where it's time to explore the halls to find the craziest hypercars and projects from our favorite creators. We'll chat with Chris from B is for Build about his Murcielago. Check out the 2JZ equipped Tesla from Lucky Lopez. But there are hypercars aplenty, with the Chiron Supersport at Ceramic Pro, seeing the insane McLaren Solus GT, and even artwork going down live on a Carrera GT. Hi guys, I'm Shmi, hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Las Vegas. SEMA is on. Let's go and check it out. Reunited with this one, the MadMac from Mad Mike. This was shown at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, running up the hill, a collaboration with Lanzante. Absolutely bonkers thing, based on a 650S GT3 chassis, but styled like the P1 GTR, with the wing back here, the exhaust out the side, powered by a Mazda rotary as well, still wearing the sticker from the Goodwood Festival of Speed, wide arches, full drift spec, just utterly mad in quite literally every possible way, and it's been drawing a huge crowd here, exactly as it did at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. What an unusual but amazing thing to exist. There are quite a few of these around. The new Shelby Super Snake, the latest generation Mustang, it's got this extra lip for the boot lid, big wing on the back as well. Obviously the colour scheme of this, the bronzed wheels against the red with the white stripe. You've got those louvers up by the front arches, and here with a baller exhaust as well, which no doubt sounds good from the V8 in this thing. I'm not sure how you like your Range Rovers, but I'm hoping it's something like this. Distinct from the grille and the headlights, but no engine up front and no normal interior. Wait until you see what is in the back of this thing. Firstly, completely off-road spec craziness. In here, we have McLaren seats. Yes, instantly recognizable, I think 720 seats. Then you've got the most enormous suspension bolted into this thing possible. And then when I squeeze around to the back, you're going to see how all of this connects and what's actually here, because it is a Lamborghini V10. Yes, they have squeezed a Lambo engine into the back of this thing. This is utterly ridiculous, to be honest. Never seen anything quite like it. Never ever. This is what SEMA is about. This has to be one of the craziest creations at this entire show. This is an Air on air, the Lucid Air. Look at the crazy colour of the wrap on this as well. And the wheels, Strada wheels, sitting very much lower down to the ground. Bit of a play on words. Kind of, you could say the suspension is a little bit suffocated. Dropped right down by that, but actually kind of looks good. It works somehow. This is what Mopar call the power couple, the electric Ram, the REV, and behind it, a modified version of the Charger Daytona SRT Banshee concept that was introduced, based obviously on the Challenger. This is quite an interesting design with the airflow through the front. I think it looks pretty good. Obviously, elephant in the room, there's no V8, it's electric, but you do have 4 bucket seats inside, and it looks nice, and that at the end of the day is quite important. How's it going?
Good, good.
How's this?
Fun.
Yeah?
It's good, it's different.
Adventurous? I tell you what, like, let's start from the beginning, as if you know nothing about this car. Talk us through it.
I got a call from a viewer of my show, and he said I bought a Murcielago, it had been rolled over, and the project was too big for him, and he wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I thought I would sell the engine and transmission to Tavares and Ellis swap a Murcielago, and I was going to take this body and put it on a Model 3 Performance and make it a full all-wheel drive electric Murcielago. Turns out it didn't fit. So at that point, I kept the engine, kept the transmission, and decided to do a fun theme with it for the SEMA Show.
I mean, fun theme is kind of an understatement. As you start looking down and looking around at what's going on here.
Yeah, we custom made the headlights, saved ourselves $23,000 by making our own headlights. Little 3D printing, 3D scanning, lots of rivets, real bullet holes, real texture, real rollover damage. We call it crash patina.
Crash patina.
Yeah, one of my commenters famously said, so if my car hits a deer, is it cyberpunk now? And I said, as long as you put enough lasers on it, yes. So we've got tactical lighting and lasers underneath the spoiler that shoot forward, when the lights are on, full backlit, full underglow, full lit diffuser, all sorts of fun stuff.
Crazy. Good reception out here?
Yeah, people love it. It's different. It sets itself apart at the SEMA show, so people want to touch it. They want to know, is it real? Is this vinyl wrap or is it real carbon fiber?
Yeah.
You know, so it's good. People love it.
That's what it's all about.
It was a risk. It was a big risk. It was a big gamble, but I'm so happy that we did it, and I'm happy that the people enjoy seeing it.
Brilliant, well done. Well, look at this. Here at the Toyo Tires Tread Pass, Klub LA, who always bring something crazy, have chopped the roof off an SLR, like the SLR Sterling Moss, but I guess based on either the Coupe or the Roadster. This thing, and I'm pretty sure it is an original SLR, we've got the central console and all of the interior, the gills at the side exit exhaust, so we'll have the supercharged V8 up there, is without roof. Inspired by, I guess, the likes of the bussing Speed Legend and the new AMG Mythos Pure Speed, this takes an SLR, takes away the roof, adds in the Halo style brace over the top and an enormous rear wing at the back. Last year they had a Ferrari based project, similar kind of idea and mindset, but this stands out a million miles away, especially with the white over the red interior, with the red stripe down over the front of it as well. Love the SLRs. I can only imagine that would be a pretty interesting thing to go and drive. Shout out to Trevor, responsible for building this at home from Echelon Autosports in Arizona, who kindly helped me because to get my luggage here to Vegas, driving in a 4GT left no space, and he kindly brought it up in the trailer while bringing this up to display it as well. But they literally made this thing at home, which is, to be honest, an undertaking I have no idea how you would even begin. A must-visit stand here at SEMA is that of MV Forged with the crazy supercars from Creative Bespoke out in Arizona. This at the end is the Duke Dynamics Aventador SVR. We've got the full exposed carbon fiber wide body, the blue tinted carbon, the blue interior to match with that as well, and the styling inspired by some of the crazy Lambos along the way. Massive wing at the back, and check out these exhaust tailpipes, the blue tinted carbon and the hexagonal shapes. Now behind that is a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, white with the pink details, but let me show you the interior of this thing in pink and white. It is insane. We've then got the 296 GTB. This is again a Duke Dynamics kit. We've got MV forged wheels on most of the cars. Of course, we've got the design again, the wide body, the crazy looks, and mad different features they've added to this. Before, a car that's been causing quite a stir. This is the Zakoi 812 Superfast, and look at just how wide this thing is. Finished in the satin black as well. Absolutely ludicrous. Come take a look as well at the MV forged wheel design that this wears. Crazy. Inside, the full blue leather to match. We've got the tricolore stripe that runs through the seat, complete retrim of everything inside. Got the louvres, the blue badges as well. That thing has been getting quite a lot of attention, as has this. One of the first modified Revueltos in the world. The Duke Dynamics package for this, which features the carbon lip at the front, the carbon hood, the bonnet. We've then also got AL13 wheels on here, the red calipers against the green. We've got the new carbon side skirts, and come around towards the back. Check out what they've done with this double layered wing, the upper wing with the swan neck arms coming out of the engine bay cover. Again, these hexagonal shapes that we know from Lamborghinis, and down below at the back, they've painted the diffuser, but added these blades with the lights that you can see as well. Looks absolutely crazy. We've got a full carbon, I think 720 or 765 carbon wide body, again from Duke Dynamics, full exposed carbon fiber, new wheels, crazy design. Before, a familiar car at SEMA, the F40, wrapped again in a different colour from Innovatec this year, the, I'm going to say German taxi beige, but hey, it's out there, it's wild, it's different. What an insane stand this is. I hope that you're feeling Cybertrucks today. There might be a few of them coming up. We've got ourselves a Benpack lift with a Mustang up top. Of course, we have Benpack lifts at the Schmuseum, although I tell you what, the Ranger wheel and tyre equipment wouldn't go amiss. That would make our lives a little bit easier back home, potentially. Another little line of supercars here, the SF90 Stradale in the satin black with the yellow detailing. We have a 720S with the Rift carbon fiber body kit on it next to that. Then look at this 765 LT, the Golf colorway inspired scheme going on, but look at the carbon fiber and how it has that exposed carbon to orange paint fade across the whole front of the car. The louvres out here, we've got the mirrors, the side skirts, around towards the back, the rear wing, again with the fade through to the exposed carbon, the blades at the side, and it's mounted with a C-sucker board stuck on the back as well, and of course here with Ferrada wheels on this specific stand. I hope you like your Miatas, or MX-5s for us, with twin-turbo V10s. Yes, that is a thing, and the way that is presented with the Lamborghini engine in the front of the tiny little Mazda is quite frankly hilarious. Utterly ridiculous that somebody had the idea and then made it happen to build that. Normally a Cybertruck is a big old beastie, especially from a European standpoint. In fact, the 6x6 right over there, the G-Wagon, is massive. But then you come here and you have stuff like this, which makes that look relatively small in comparison. The wheels and scale of these trucks is just, I don't know, it's a little bit bonkers. This is kind of fun though, especially the color scheme, the orange against the green. It's a modern, or the new generation G-Wagon that's been converted into the 6x6. But then, like I said, you get this stuff. Do you want a car or an oversized trolley jack? The things you see at SEMA. Mr. Lucky Lopez with the Tesla with the 2JZ.
Yes, sir.
That's totally normal, rolls off the tongue.
Oh yeah, we figured we'd do something absolutely insane. So we took a 2022 Tesla Model 3. And we had about 60 days to build it for a Copart challenge. We cut it in half. We actually shortened the body 13 inches. So we took this all the way down, made it a two-door. And then on top of that, we made our wheelbase 101 inches, so this way we compete with the other drift cars. We have our beautiful Lightning Bolt e-brake. And I know you want to see the reason why everyone loves this car.
Yeah.
Is underneath the hood here. We use our fancy non-Tesla pry tool.
You mean that's not from Tesla factory?
No, but this is, we got our beautiful Tesla Duracell battery intake and our 2JZ. And we're going to be running about maybe 10 to 12 pounds of boost, about 600 horsepower. And this car is 1,000 pounds lighter than any other Tesla Model 3, which is absolutely crazy.
It's ridiculous. What a build, well done. The question here is, would Enzo Ferrari be rolling in his grave? This is a Dino, but it's electric. The Dino EV. Come and take a look. Gone is the combustion engine, in its place the electric motors and batteries, a little over 300 horsepower, but heavily remodeled as well. It's got updated lights, for example, new appearances. It's super low, and look inside. That is a very, very clean interior. The beige leather, the lighting through the seats, the small steering wheel, the screens obviously for the driver's dashboard, and the central display. But yeah, fully electric Ferrari Dino. I have to say, actually, combined with this paint color, this color scheme, it does look pretty nice, although I'm not entirely sure what I think about taking out the lovely engine from a Ferrari. I talk about it all the time, but I would love something like this. 60s Mustang, 67 fastback. This just looks really cool floating like this, especially with the mirrors underneath, seeing what's going on with that. Maybe it's something we'll see in the Shmeemabiles in the future. Look, I can't hide from them. This is from brand new muscle car, which is actually now part of the ECD product portfolio. I've been out to ECD a number of times. This is a completely new build. We've got a Roush 427 in there. You get a new chassis and new body, basically, completely customize the car to your own spec. It's something I would love to do, something about this type of car, right? Especially with all of the modern Mustangs that feature in my garage in the collection. It would be really, really nice to build something like this at some point in the future and make a proper Shmeemobile 67 fastback. From over the pond, our friends at Evolve, this BMW 1M comes with a difference. Namely, there's a V8. Now, there's been a V8 in a 1M before, but what there hasn't been is the P65, which comes from the Z4 GT3, a BMW Motorsport 8-cylinder engine that's been squeezed into the front of the baby BMW. Not only that, with the Java green metallic paintwork on the inside, we've also got the green stitching on the seats, the 12 o'clock marking stripe. This is quite the project. I absolutely love that. Really, really cool idea to squeeze that in and make something completely unique, putting the Z4 GT3 engine into the 1M. If a car, if we can call it that, ever would tell you a story of a sense of adventure, it is this, the Porsche 356A. Look at this thing, it's running on tracks at the back, you've got the ski blades up front, it's gonna go absolutely anywhere. World Rally Tour, 6 races, 7 continents, Valkyrie Racing in preparation for a world tour. They took this, what, to say 20,000 miles around the world. Can you imagine that down to Antarctica in this? Here at LIQUI MOLY, we're actually hosting our meet and greets during SEMA. We use LIQUI MOLY products on my cars back at home at the Museum, but there's an interesting retro theme going on. The company was founded back in 1957, so we've got lots of the earlier liquids and different products out on display, mixed in with the full current range, and all sorts of different car parts as well. The more places I'm looking, even the staff with the older logos, which is quite fun, a bit of a throwback, jukebox on display, and over this way is a 1954 Chevy Bel Air, something that isn't my normal area of expertise. So to find out a little bit more about this, we're going to be joined by Sean from Autotopia LA, a bit of a crossover to learn a little bit more about it. How's it going?
It's good, Tim. Having a good time, man.
It's busy out here, isn't it?
It's always busy at SEMA, especially Wednesday. We're day 2, you know, people are fired up wanting to check out cars and, you know, it's good stuff.
So come on then, tell me a little bit. If it comes to the supercars, I know it all. You guys film a mixture of custom American classics, supercars, modern stuff, a complete variety.
Yes. Well, and yes, like you're. I'll say you're a bit more sophisticated than I am in the cars that you choose. I really do have great passion for American muscle, especially something like this, where you take a car that it was an okay car, but you make it something that's as beautiful as this. It's a '54 Chevy Bel Air, but now you've chopped the top. You got it on air suspension. You got a nice little small block 350. This car will do burnouts all day long. But it's sexy and it's very simple. It's very classic, fitting the theme of the booth. You know, they wanted kind of a 50s greaser theme, and I think this car fits it perfectly. The guys at Born Vintage absolutely knocked this car out of the park.
It looks good.
It's so beautiful, you know. And I know it's out of your world. It's. I watch you, dude. I know what your world is, and but isn't it the beauty of automotive is that I can have great love for this, like you have great love for modern supercars and other luxury brand vehicles.
Completely.
And neither one of us are right or wrong. It's our passion.
No, that's one of the things that's amazing. That's, I think, where LIQUI MOLY step in as well, right? You guys bringing the products more to this American muscle classic market as well.
Yeah, we feel it's important to show this product in America because it's not really a well-known American oil and additive product, you know? So it's fun to be part of creating some exposure for them.
It is a cool setup, the vintage vibe, the bikes, the gas pumps, the Bel Air, everything else going on. Big thanks to Sean for his time, and a big thanks to LIQUI MOLY, because we're going to be doing our meet and greets here as well at the stand during SEMA. Meet Project Bruno, the Italian hot rod from Petrol Hedonism and a number of other partners that's out here at SEMA on the EBC brake stand. And remember, we installed some EBC brakes on the BMW 1M Schmeemobile back at home, but Chiron and the guys have brought something quite extreme, taking a Fiat 500X and introducing it to the world of Ducati. In fact, it's signed up here at the front by Carl Fogarty, 4 times Superbike world champion from the 90s. It is based obviously on the tiny little thing in the most extraordinary of paint colors. I mean, just look at this. Unusual wheels, we've got EBC brakes behind. I've got permission to show you inside as well. Obviously in here, the sequential, look at those seats. Probably not the most comfortable things in the world, but they absolutely look the part. Then get to the back of the car, and here you have it powered by a Ducati motor squeezed in underneath this quite magnificent wing that's been fitted to the back of it. What a project to launch to the world here at SEMA. I was not expecting to find this here, the SLR HDK. This is actually the number 12 of 12, making its debut. It's just been completed, and it's out here with D-Class from the UK for the work they've done on the interior, which I'll show you in a second. But the HDK comes from MSO, based obviously on the SLR Coupe. We've got the exposed carbon fiber nose. We've then got the volcano orange paint, which looks absolutely mega. But come on through to show you a few more details. The skirts with the SLR HDK graphics. Also here on the end plates, the silhouette of the car, the MSO badging on the upper surface of the rear wing, and just look at this thing. And then on the interior, and I've got permission again to show you inside here, take a better look at this. What D-Class have done with the Alcantara, I mean, we've got the silhouette on the headrest, we've got this effect through the seats, even up to the headliner on the interior as well. But look, for example, at the 12 o'clock marking stripe right here. Look at how on there you've got the McLaren speed mark laser etched into the 12 o'clock stripe. The same idea down here in the footwell with the SLR HDK logos, like on the old F1s, but they've carried that through to the SLR HDK. This thing is unbelievably cool, and what an amazing job by D-Class to have brought it out here to show to the world at SEMA. Now, this is a 914. Safe to say, mine will not be quite like this. It's currently undergoing restoration, but this is a little bit of a difference. It's called the Turbo LS. As you've probably guessed it, there is a twin turbocharged LS back here. It is based on a 914. We've even got a carbon fiber roof up top, actually, in fact, but it's a little bit different from standard. Got other pop-up headlights, new lights in their place. In fact, we're here on the Dapper lighting stand, but this is, as 914s go, about as cool as it can get. I just wish we had the budget to stretch it that far, because that must be a whole lot of fun, if not perhaps just a little too powerful. There are a lot of McLarens out here. Rohana have one as well. This is the Liberty Walk wide body, so that very, very distinct styling of the wide body arches, and this enormous wing, of course, mounted at the back. We've got the Army-Trix exhaust system on this car as well, and again, the blue and orange theme.
So, what you saying?
It's been a while. How are you?
It's been a while. No, I'm good to see you, man.
Everything going well?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty tired, to be honest, but everything going very well, yeah.
SEMA life. So what have you brought over from Germany this time?
It's our Thunder Bunny. It's it was at one time a Golf 2. It has a R32 engine in the back, and it's around 1000 HP. with a turbocharger on the side, exhaust to the roof. All this is real gold. And yeah, we thought for the SEMA show we need something a little bit more crazy, you know, because they freak out. You can't do normal stuff. You have to build something that's unseen. And the crazy thing is, in the moment, really, a lot of people say it's one of the craziest things here.
Yeah,
but I don't think so, because I have seen.
Yeah, but that's because you've been working on it. I mean, when you come up with an idea like this, how long ago did you start this?
Kaiser, he did the body design, and it was on the internet. And I contacted him and said, you know what, let's make it a real car. Because all these great designer guys make very nice pictures. So from that point on until the car was finished, it was 1 year.
Yeah. So it's a proper, like, you're planning this a long time ahead to make sure it gets here.
We are now, project-wise, car-wise, in 2029. And all the cars are there already. Yeah, in storage.
Epic. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Mega.
Man. Good to see you.
You too. This is the new ZR1, or for those of us from the other side of the pond, the ZR1, the new 233 miles per hour Corvette, the ultimate version of the C8 generation. Of course, there is the full package with the larger wing, etc., but this is the first time I've been able to take a look at it. Following on from the regular Stingray and the Z06, this now makes 1,064 horsepower from the 5.5 litre twin turbocharged V8. It is quite frankly mad what this offers for significantly less money than many of the hypercars that it seems to now match on speed and performance. Now, when it comes to the ultimate in-car filming rigs, I don't think you can beat this. The proper suction mount all up the front on the Supra here, a Formula Drift Supra, so if you're going sideways, that is the best possible way you could ever imagine doing it. I have some camera rig jealousy right now. You might remember that last year we had driven to SEMA with my brand new Mustang Dark Horse, and it was right here on the Ceramic Pro stand. Well, safe to say they might have upgraded just a little bit because there is a Bugatti Chiron Super Sport right here. Now, we had collected the car brand new and installed Ceramic Pro's PPF before embarking on the 4,000-mile journey to Las Vegas. But I want to show you around a little bit and show you some of the things here, including this. You are about to be very surprised by quite how strong PPF actually is, and fingers crossed, and toes and legs and everything else, this isn't going to go very wrong. Now come on in, let's have a look at some of the new products and the car that's tucked in at the back. We're back with Adam from Ceramic Pro. How are you?
I'm so good. I can't believe a year has passed, and I'm here at SEMA 2024 with Shmi.
We're back, and you guys have a ton going on right now.
We do. It's this year is all about product innovation, and there is nothing I'm more excited about than this product innovation, which is Ceramic Pro Matrix. So Ceramic Pro Matrix is the world's first self-leveling ceramic coating that actually protects and corrects, but you cannot believe it unless you see it, so come check it out. So what you're seeing here is the application, and if the camera can pick it up, it looks really thick. What makes this coating different than any other coating we've ever offered, or anybody has ever offered, is it self-levels into place. So instead of wiping it on and then wiping it off, you actually get the full benefits of the thickness of the coating, and you might actually be able to see already that those installation lines are starting to level out. And so this product will literally make a used car look better than brand new, and a brand new car be better than brand new. This is the true evolution of ceramic coatings, something that we always wanted it to be, because as you can see, it's way more protection, it's way more glossy than anything that has ever been around before it.
So this is Matrix.
This
is step one, but it's one of multiple things going on.
As I said, it's the year of product innovation. So another product I'm super proud to introduce is Ceramic Pro Luxe. So Ceramic Pro Luxe is a luxury coating for the interior of your vehicle. But it's not just for car interiors. You could use it on luxury leather, handbags, anything that you want to protect that's a textile, or really any surface that you would find on the inside of a car. So leather, plastic, vinyl, even carbon fiber, everything other than textile, so carpets, etc. Coming over to the other side, as you can see here on the GT3 RS, we're actually installing a windshield protection film that's available at all Elite dealers. So this is the most durable windshield protection film on the market, and it also is the absolute most clear. This windshield protection film is actually rated to run your wipers dry without scratching.
Okay.
And that is unheard of.
We've got a whole series of bits of glass.
These are the battle tested, so you can see here, this is the side with the film, this is the side without the film.
No way.
And here...
so we've got that here, right? One side has the film on it.
This is the film.
Okay, so if you kind of puncture the glass,
Yes, but
it
that's
just leaves
just
tiny
a
little-
mark in the film.
Yeah.
And on this side,
Whoa. That makes a huge difference.
that makes a massive
I mean,
difference.
that's new windshield. That's saved.
This, exactly. This you just peel right off and the windshield is good as new. Come and take a look at our new PPFs.
So last year we installed Ceramic Pro PPF on the Dark Horse. This year you guys have moved the game on again.
That's 100% true. So even though we launched that film last year, we really look at this year's SEMA 2024 as the launch officially of the Ceramic Pro PPF lineup.
So when you say lineup, what do you mean? You've got a number of different options.
We do have a number of options. So we have the Clear PPF, which is Ceramic Pro PPF, and we have a new Clear PPF called Ceramic Pro Urban. And then we also have a Gloss Black, Matte Black, and our new Ceramic Pro Matte PPF.
Talk us through this, because this is the Ceramic Pro paint protection film.
This is our 12-year
In its
warranted
demonstration.
Ceramic Pro PPF film, and a great way to show durability and resilience of the product is to put. I'm joking a little bit.
How heavy is this?
This is a 45-pound kettlebell.
Okay,
And
so about 20
45 pounds,
kilos.
Pretty heavy.
Yeah,
All right, you ready?
yeah. Nothing. It just, yeah, easy.
But do you want to take it to the next level?
Let's take it to the next level. Let's hope this doesn't go wrong. This is actually strong enough that you can stand on it.
100%. Are
You
you
can
afraid?
stand on the paint protection film.
Yes.
Should I give this
let's
a go?
do it.
Okay, don't fall over. Whoa. That is a little bit weird.
You're looking pretty safe. Why don't you?
Oh no, really?
There we go.
Apparently it works. No
It is,
way.
it's pretty durable.
Let me safely give you that back.
And what's crazy about it is once you
Wow.
get off, it
Yeah.
pretty much reshapes. We've been using this same film for 2 days.
Yeah, and it's
It
going
just
straight
takes
back.
a minute. Yeah.
That's the kind of thing you want on your car. If it can
100%.
hold like my weight and that.
Extreme durability.
Wow. What a setup this year. Thanks for showing us around. Amazing.
Always good to see
incredible.
you, Jim.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Love it. I always like to stop by at Superformance, where of course you have all of the Cobras. We have the Corvette Grand Sport and we have a Mark 1 GT40. They build these again to spec, but I would absolutely love to go out for a drive in something like this. Just imagine how much fun that must be. Obviously the 05s and the 17s are amazing cars of their eras, but this and the history behind, well, all of these and Shelby is just unbeatable. This is actually brand new. They're going to be making 10 of them, the CSX 2900, which links to the CSX 2000, which was Carroll Shelby's first car. I actually went to see the original earlier this year in the museum, and now they are making 10 identical to it. If you like RWBs, this isn't bad. We've got 1, 2, and a third behind. These are, of course, the hand-cut 993s, 911s. Bit wild, bit extreme, but a massive cult following, and people love these things. Vorsteiner have a few cars here to check out. We start with the McLaren Artura, new hood and some other details. Then their package for the Emira. I've got to say, that actually looks really nice. The new bonnet on it, the louvres, the wing on the back as well. Dials up the Emira in a very, very good way. Then we've got the Urus, the Range Rover, a couple of other cars around as well. But I actually like that quite a lot. Props to Gunther Works though, because there has been a constant crowd around this. Obviously I visited Gunther Works not long ago to see their new introduction, but this is looking good here. How about an 8 Series with the M5's V10? Yes, engine swaps in BMWs are really quite fun. That's a big conversion, a big lump up front. We've seen a lot of crazy engine swaps at this year's show. This is a DMC DeLorean with its aluminium body panels and a Ferrari V8 stuffed into the back of it. Literally, what is it? Ferrari V8, 6-speed manual. Just, I mean, what more can we say? Cybertruck or Cyber Slammed? That is pretty low relative to the others. I mean, look at this thing. We've got a LIQUI MOLY G-Wagon. Love that, the motorsport branding on something that you can probably get quite lost with out in the wilderness. Looks good on the G, doesn't it? Also from Klub LA comes this, the Gullwing Resto Mod, based on a modern Mercedes, but with the 300 SL styling of the 1950s. I took a good look around these last year. We've got the tan leather on the interior of this. You can see it's a more modern Mercedes on the inside, but still all the styling cues and links back to the history of the Gullwing. I love it. The paint color on this especially as well, that green metallic. These are made out in California. Straight opposite is the Benpack stand, where over this end you can see the triple stacker lifts. Now those would be mega at this museum, except a little bit too tall for the amount of space that I've got. The auto stackers we have are simply brilliant. Of course, a whole variety of different lifts and things as part of the Benpack stand and setup out here, always keeping an eye peeled for what might be useful for this museum going forwards. AMG GT3, full fat race car, raw carbon fibre bodywork, as they all are actually. This one ran at the Goodwood Festival of Speed also. Obviously inside, a little bit different from your road cars. Not so much about the comforts, eh? I mean, there's a distinct lack of door, given it's right there. Mirrored cyber mirror, whichever way you'd like to look at it. Well, I wasn't expecting to see this, nor was I expecting to see you guys. You've managed to bring the 914 here.
Yes.
It's done.
Yes.
Kind of, yep.
Not only done, but it's on the other side of the world. That's a nice, like...
It's totally changed colour, the interior's changed, yep.
It's all very different to what we had agreed, but you know, I'm not complaining. How's it going though? It's your first time out at SEMA.
It really is, yeah. And this place is massive. This place really is. We're getting lost.
Yeah, we've had 2 days here and we haven't even scratched the surface. Crazy amount of cars.
And it's your first time in Vegas.
First time in Vegas, first time in the US.
So there's a ton to take in.
Everything's so big, so big.
What do you think though about the fact that there are multiple 914s here, right? It's like the car's coming back.
Surprised actually. It's becoming a little bit more popular, which is fantastic. Some of the builds are incredible. There's a blue one over there, this orange one, which obviously is in your car.
In case anybody hadn't caught that yet.
But yeah, they are coming back in fashion a little bit. They're becoming a little bit more rare.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting back over, coming to see you, get an update on patches, see how it's looking, loving the videos, appreciate it a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It has changed a little bit since you last seen it as well.
Yeah, quite a lot from the latest videos.
Yes.
We've been going, as Ryan's favourite term, we'll be going full ham.
We've been going full ham on the car, yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. I like it.
Nice to see you guys.
Cheers, mate.
While we're here, this is Nepal Orange, but the interior of this car is by Spirit of Le Mans, the tartan that you see here, the houndstooth tartan, which is the same company as those on the original seats in my 914. I've got to say, if we can make an interior that looks as clean as this with mine, I will be over the moon with it. If we can make the car look this good, that will be absolutely outstanding. McLaren P1 sitting in race mode. This is from the only one. This is obviously one of the 375, but it's in Supernova Silver, sat right down with the suspension, rear wing extended of course back there as well, and then behind it is the Porsche Carrera GT. This is art in motion. It's literally being created during the show. Very unusual thing to be doing with a one of 1,300 Porsche CGT, but hey, it's happening here for all to see. Transformation during the show. And also, the silver supercars theme continues right here with another Lamborghini Revuelto. There have been a couple around, which makes sense. They've just started deliveries. A lot of these are getting out there, and a lot of them are getting work done, things happening fast, and this is the place to come and see them. Well, this one screams America. We've got the blue chrome around the front, the US flag, and then at the back, we have a flag mounted to the towing bar as well. You couldn't get more than that. Ceramic Pro representing with the Rizvani tank on the back of their truck here, the Ceramic Pro Elite Dealer Transporter. That's quite fun as well. Nice little show outside the main event. There's also some kind of drifting going on over there, judging by the tyre smoke that's up in the air. No way has somebody already made a Cybertruck dually, a dually truck, a Cyber dually, but apparently so. Apparently they have. I'll tell you what else is funny, is lots of the crazy Cybertrucks seem to come from Florida. I mean, look at that thing. This Datsun 240Z is actually Sung Kang's, sung of course from the Fast and Furious franchise, very much a car guy. Prepared this to display here, and you'll see around the back, student driver on the plate as well. Not entirely sure about that, but it looks good nonetheless. Steve!
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Good to see you.
You having a good show?
Absolutely, here with the Regera.
Yes, we are here with the Regera, the brand new, what's the color again? Gosh, race red, I think.
It's looking different to when I last saw it, because when I came up to see you guys, we went out for the convoy with the Nevera, and this was silver.
This was silver, and I didn't like the way that it popped, so we did this red, and it looks crazy. It's actually the same color we did the 918 in, but it looks way better on the Regera. So
it's the same color as the 9, because I drove your 918, and you drove my GT Black Series that day.
Yes.
You've now bought a GT Black Series.
Yeah, you inspired me, and then it's funny because we were talking, and I'm like, why is mine so slow? And you're like, well, you've tuned yours, and you've done other work, so. I need to make some changes to mine.
Tuned, sports exhaust, all of that stuff.
Yes.
Sports cats.
All the legal stuff for driving it. And yes.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, likewise, man.
What you didn't know is that as well as the Regera, Steve has also developed an affinity for the Tesla Cybertruck. He not only has one, but apparently he now has 9 of them. No, I'm just kidding. These aren't Steve's, but I tell you what, to see 9 Cybertrucks in a lineup to all of the other stands that have one, this is like the ultimate, well, hey, take one and we'll do 8 more, all in different colours, all in a row. It's quite impressive to see that. If you're feeling the P1s, another car down in race mode here. This car wears the BBS LM style wheels, of course sitting on the lower suspension, wing up. It also has the Bowden Autohouse exhaust system, so I imagine it sounds pretty good from that 3.8 litre V8. It's another car that appears numerous times here at SEMA. Last year it was in a flip multicolour pearlescent look, now of course with a different racing style of livery, but again very nice to see a P1 on display. There are 2 things that are a little bit different about this Starato. Firstly, notice how it has all of these parts in carbon fibre, like the light surrounds at the front, the wheel arch guards as well. Normally they would all be in satin black. It's also fitted with some different wheels, but more so than that, you can go camping with it. Yes, mounted onto the roof bars is a tent box up top, which you could literally fold back down as well. Could you imagine how cool that would be to go on a camping trip with the Starato? There's been such a craze of this kind of thing, hasn't there, recently, with Dakars, Staratos, other cars, custom building brackets, installing roof racks, putting boxes up on the top. A lot of fun what you can do with that. Tucked in here then, as per tradition, we have one of the cars from Freddie Tavares, the 430 Scuderia, looking the part. In the previous years, we've filmed quite a few different cars with Freddie here at SEMA. This time around, it's the 430 Scuderia. He's actually popped off for some things, but inside, we've got the 6-speed gated manual. Yes, the H pattern, no longer the flappy paddles that the Scud would normally have. This is for driving, for having fun, and it looks good. If a normal G-Wagon doesn't stand out enough for you, go full bright pink. That will certainly not be missed. Or if you want to go even further than that, go Tron with some chrome. Why not, hey? Bright and bold. Absolutely epic. There is a McLaren Solus GT here. This was actually the first customer car that was delivered. It was presented at the Goodwood Festival of Speed over in the UK, so I have seen this one before, but it's the car that was born out of the Vision Gran Turismo game. The idea when this was introduced in 2017 was that you'd basically be lying forwards driving it, but it's become reality. There are 25 in total. It's track only because it's powered by a 5.2 litre Judd V10, 840 horsepower, single seat. The canopy actually slides forward. Look at the paintwork and the exposed carbon here. In fact, look at the way it's masked up. This knacker duct is actually dual purpose, both for the airflow but also as the step to then climb into the car. When you're in it, you've got the halo style brace up through the very centre. But could you imagine what it would be like to drive in this thing? Obviously not exactly a load of weight, just the most insane looks, how open it is, just the covered arches basically. But consider that like a race car to go out and drive on the road though. It's literally the thing of somebody's imagination that somehow became reality. More works happening in front of our eyes. This actually belongs to my friend Alex, My Exotic Cars, who picked me up last year in his SVJ taxi. But this is his 488 Challenge car, which may or may not be driven on the road. Either way, it's being made into a very unique piece. Speed, passion, powerful stuff. No, what does that say? No brakes? Oh, no, maybe not. Well, we certainly hope it's got brakes. And that is flanked between an 812 GTS. Look at the interior of this, red with the white detailing, and on the other side, a Lamborghini Huracan Starato as well. Of all of the Cybertrucks we've seen, somehow this one stands out. The gloss black and white, the police style livery, right? But with the light bar on the inside, the light's pretty much everywhere, and you would not want to mess with the front of this thing. There's a winch in here as well, but if that drove towards you, you are getting out of the way, because that's a whole lot of weight and a whole lot of anger on the road. A Cybertruck as a police car. From my friends at the Peterson Museum, you could win one of a number of different American classics. I drove one of these early Corvettes with them, in fact, during the Las Vegas F1 last year, but they are giving away a couple of cars. So scan the QR code on your screen if you fancy winning one of these from the Peterson Museum. How cool is that going to be? 30,000 steps later, walking around the Las Vegas Convention Center, and that's a wrap on SEMA 2024. If you like cars like these, check out the video right over there. But that's it for this time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.